Well, hello everyone. I'm sorry we won't be able to continue the Lent course at the moment. It's a strange and kind of unknown period we're entering into with this limiting of social interaction, and we've got some thinking to do about how we are going to live as a church in this period of time. Hopefully, I have some more news on what we propose to do over the next few days. But for the time being, we thought I could share something on this theme of living as an unashamed Christian, because this really is a chance, an opportunity for us to put it into practice. Now, I'm going to say a few things I'm going to particularly read, and we'll start here with a passage from 1 Peter, which we would have looked at tonight if we'd had a chance. It's 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. Once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Dear friends, I urge you as foreigners and exiles to abstain from sinful desires which wage war against your soul. Live such good lives among the pagans that though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day he visits us. Peter goes on to talk about submitting to governments and what they say, which again is fitting for us as we try to do that with the new advice. But maybe you can see in this passage, we are called to stand out as the people of God, fighting against sinful desires, selfish desires, and living such good lives that people see and are drawn to God. And we really can stand out in this time. We can stand out firstly in our care. Far from focusing on ourselves, we can look outwards. And we may have to be creative in the way we do that. Texting, calling friends, visiting our neighbours. You may not know your neighbours at all, but wouldn't it be a good time to go and say hello on the doorstep? Or perhaps a metre away from the doorstep to be safe. Ask them how they are and if they need anything. We can stand out in this priority to not first look after ourselves, but look after and care for others. We can stand out in our openness. You're probably like me in that every conversation of the last 48 hours has been about the C word. But we can stand out in asking our friends and neighbours how they really are doing. And by sharing how we are really doing. You might say, actually this stuff has really scared me. It's really opened my eyes to the fragility of society. Generally in life, we keep our conversations on the surface level, don't we? Well, these days give us an opportunity to ask that next question. How are you really doing? How am I really doing? And who knows where that might go? A chance to share a Bible verse that helps you. A chance to ask where someone finds their security or their meaning. We can stand out in our openness. Thirdly, we can stand out in the hope that we have. This virus has reminded me of how good it is to know Jesus. We thought about that last week, the Lent course. This is true, and this is good. And whatever happens in the next few weeks, we are God's people, his special possession. And God is faithful. And that can help us when others or we ourselves might feel like panicking. We can say, you know what? Our greatest problem has never been and will never be a virus. Our greatest problem is our broken relationship with our Maker, and that has been fixed forever by Jesus' death and resurrection. It can give us perspective, and we can say even more than that we don't know what lies ahead, but we know that this is not unexpected, what is happening in the world. When you read the Bible, we know this is a broken world. And that creatures like us, we need our Creator. And that's exactly our hope. That we can know our Creator. And that one day he will fix this. How do we talk about that? Well, how about in our conversations we try to say something of the hope that we have? You say, you know, I'm finding it a really strange and tough time, but I hope this doesn't sound weird. But I'm finding it, I'm really grateful to know I can trust God in whatever happens. You can make that sound much better than what I just sounded like that, but we can try. There's three things to think about then: our care, our openness, and our hope. The challenge for us is to put that into practice. I hope that helps. Hope that gives you something to think about. You've enjoyed this, my debut outing into the world of vlogging. I think that's what it's called. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and hopefully we'll have some more news too. Why not spend a bit of time, if you've got it, to pray pray for our church and pray for this period of time we're entering into, that we can live as unashamed Christians. See you soon.